code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal Bunker. Y'all come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the S4 Paranormal Bunker. Yeah, I just had a coughing fit. Sorry, friend. Friend.
Yes, welcome.
So tonight we got Robert with us, and then we've got John in the studio here. Friend. And how's everybody doing?
Wow, so I'm chopped liver. Didn't even introduce me.
Yeah, we don't like you. Don't even.
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
I wasn't asking you. I don't know what you're not getting about this.
Alrighty then.
Like, I'm still thinking about last week's episode when you were being so rude.
Oh, sorry.
Friend. So, but yeah, like, John, how's classes going?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Friend.
That's the way they're meant to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay, college.
He's taking ASL, Robert.
It's bad. It's very
And
bad.
he may as well cut his fingers off, I think. Right.
Actually, the kid that doesn't have a finger is doing better than me. It's horrible. But I'm learning. It's a learning curve.
For anybody that doesn't know, that's American Sign Language.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still because he's required to have one language class. And
Okay.
Right. Two.
you have to have two.
Yeah. I'm taking ASL too. Nice, of course.
You're required to have one language class, but you're required to have a year of language.
Yeah.
That's totally different. Okay, never mind. That's different than taking two separate
Yeah, like
languages.
you can't take ASL 1 this year and then take German 2 next year.
It's about the
Like
same.
that's not gonna work.
I got Duolingo.
Friend.
Support me.
So Robert, it's getting hot over there, eh?
Yeah, it is. Nearly breaching triple digits.
Yeah, this is our first week of
99. Yeah.
our first week of bullshit this year. Friend,
Okay.
it's been windy and I think like
Rainy.
we're just about hitting 60 degrees. If we're
And
lucky.
the leaves are changing colours?
No, they're falling before they change colors now.
No.
It's too windy.
Well, that just ruins it all.
Friend.
Well, and like half our state is still on fire. So
Yeah.
No.
The area we go to for our reunion is actually in an evacuation notice right now.
Lovely.
So, friend, that location might change next year.
Nah, we'll still go. We'll still go.
Just sit among the ashes.
Yeah. We'll have a reunion there still.
Huh.
There might not be a toilet, but it'll be fine.
No, there won't be a toilet.
There'll be a hole.
Oh,
The hole will still be there. I don't think concrete burns.
Yeah, it does.
yes, it does.
At that high heat,
Depending
yeah.
on the heat. Yes.
The indent will still be there.
And each one of those is surrounded by trees.
That's all that matters to the indent.
Plus, like shit is flammable as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Depending on what's been eaten, yeah.
Is that all kinds of shit or just some shit?
all shit.
Well, cow patties were used to light fires, as I heard once.
Yeah. Friend, I know people that used to stick candle wicks through the middle of them and run them as candles because they actually did work for a long time.
Well, I know
Wow.
the natives used to use buffalo shit.
Buffalo dung.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a fire starter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
that's on a dung related subject. They're starting to make paper out of elephant poop.
I wouldn't be surprised about that, yeah.
Yeah. It's a renewable source. So it's
Mm.
like yeah.
Huh.
No, I saw that on the zoo website the other day that they have elephant shit paper. So
Well, you could always send it to the Orange Man, and because all his ideas are shitty anyway. So if he writes it down,
true.
it'll be on shit anyhow. Yeah.
It would make me laugh though if they started making toilet paper out of that.
toilet paper out of shit. The fiber that's in elephant crap, you really wouldn't want to wipe your ass with that paper. That was like,
Why?
oh,
Like sandpaper.
It'll be
yes.
fine.
You might as well be wiping with like 60 grit. Okay.
Paper like brown or yellowish.
Well, they'd probably have to refine it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No, I know, but it's still like crafted paper. Do you know? No.
I've watched you try and use a stinging nettle leaf. Don't even.
Hey,
Oh,
when you
dear.
gotta go, you gotta go.
Nature calls.
And I realized that was stinging nettle later, and it wasn't good.
Friend, so tonight we are going to talk about something that isn't the most popular thing right now. Like it's gaining huge, like it's trending. But over the last couple, because we're already starting our Halloween month because it is the 1st of October.
Yep.
So
Second here.
that's true.
He's already a day in the future.
Friend,
Yes.
Oh, has anything interesting happened?
That way you know.
If anything big happens, let us know. Let us know.
Well, it's the start of the storm seasons here, so cyclones will be on the radar anytime soon.
yeah, we got
So-
we got a hurricane off of Alaska.
Yeah, a double hurricane,
Yeah. Friend,
one that's trying to fall into each other. Mm.
so
We're getting the tail end of that. You can tell by the winds here.
Mhm.
but
Yes.
this is something that I think will become actually part of Halloween in the future.
Oh, it's already a part of it.
Mhm.
It's been a part
Yeah,
of
but
it
no, but
for
like
years.
popular Halloween, like Spirit of Halloween will have costumes dedicated to this.
It's already got it.
And it's called the Uncanny Valley. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Only because I looked it up because you said we were talking about it, and I went, "What in the hell is that?"
I've seen it all over TikTok and all over social.
Nope, never heard of it.
You've never heard of it, Robert?
Nope.
Okay. The Uncanny Valley describes the feeling of eeriness or revulsion people experience when faced with artificial entities like robots or CGI characters that are almost human, but not perfectly so.
Oh yeah.
Friend,
Mm.
So it's that creep vibe you get from when you look at a mannequin.
Yeah, or like a very realistic like wax figure. but it doesn't look.
100% right.
Or watch Polar Express.
Yeah.
That was a very good example of it.
Or Mannequin.
Yeah.
I think that was the name of it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 It reminds me of Doctor Who. Yeah. When the mannequins came to life.
The Autons. Yeah.
Friend.
Moisturize me.
We seem to have no problems with like robots and those type of things up to a certain point.
Yep.
And if you chart it out, it gets higher and higher, and then all of a sudden, once they just get to this point where they almost look real, we drop off drastically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we actually, a hatred almost starts to develop.
We fear it.
Yeah, but then they get so realistic
That we think they're human.
And that feeling is gone.
Like Kayla watched an example. Fiona from Shrek.
Or like
When they first did the test run of her scenes, every kid ran out of the room in terror.
like Momo, that creepypasta figure, the chicken that had the little chicken legs.
I don't think that's quite it.
No, that was more disturbing for a different reason. Because it was too unhuman-like. I
think parts of that actually created were like certain lines and figures and shapes in that were designed to actually create fear in people.
To give you the creeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the best examples would be Ren and Stimpy.
God.
I know, it sounds weird. But do you guys remember, like, in the middle of a show, you'd be watching it and they're cartoon characters, and then all of a sudden it zooms in on something and becomes kind of ultra realistic where you can see all the little details?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been part of this, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, idiot.
Friend.
So,
Do you guys think that we are coming up on to the point where the robots we have in the world and are getting in the world are going to get to this point where we actually are in the Uncanny Valley and at the bottom?
No.
well, yeah, look at Mark Zuckerberg.
Well,
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Do I have to?
That's the thing. He gives you the creeps because his face doesn't look right. There's something wrong with that dude. You're like, he's almost human, but not.
but I don't think it's going to be majorly popping up because the whole robot industry is just kind of starting out and they have to make money. So they're going to make robots that look like robots and sell them.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, have you seen
Tesla's
that
already
Sophia
said their
thing?
next models will have faces.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, it might have like a little smiley face.
No.
Oh. Well, never mind.
Well, okay.
When you bring your nanny bot with you, it will look like a real woman. That's the point.
Hello, dear.
Yeah. Right.
Right. It's a drive-by fruiting. Oh. I don't know, man. Like, okay, so things creep me out in the first place. Like, I think that when I look at a person even, and they have those, like, dead eyes, it creeps me out. Like, it gives me, like, a vibe. So, I think that's part of the problem with reflections for me, is they don't have the same spark in them that looking at a real human does. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I
Because
yeah.
otherwise, we wouldn't have some of the movies and the movie experiences that we do.
Mm-hmm.
If those sparks can come through a camera, they can come through a reflection.
but they don't entirely. That's the thing. Is like even super realism or like live action or whatever you want to call it doesn't have the same emotion as like seeing a person in real life has.
Yes, please. I've seen you with the Notebook.
No, but I mean like okay, yeah, it's a sad story, but it's the story.
No,
that's sad.
there's
like,
moments where it shows it pans in on their face.
Mm-hmm.
And you break down in tears.
Yeah, every once in a while.
I only do that when the dogs die in the movies.
Me too.
I know. I haven't been able to watch Old Yeller for years.
Actually, well, I don't. I do break down and cry, but I get more mad than anything else. And
Yeah.
that actually causes anger within me.
That's the only movie that makes me sad. Those dog movies. I can see humans die, but the dogs.
So, is that why I get creeped out when people have, like, too much cosmetic surgery? Because
Yes.
they look human, but they don't look totally human? Like
the-
there's something wrong there?
Like the human Ken doll, or
Yeah,
Oh,
like...
the human Angelina Jolie, but they
Yeah.
mucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Big
People
lips.
get too much
Baboon butt
surgery.
lips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when a person gets too much plastic surgery, so their, like, cheekbones are too high, or their eyes are kind of funky, or their mouth is too big, it creeps me out, too. And maybe that's because of this Uncanny Valley thing. Because it's like, wow, you're human, but you're not. Like...
Well, that should apply then to the film Megan and Megan 2.0, and what's the other one? Battle Angel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all of those robot ones where they're like human-y but not.
I don't know. Guys, lately, I get the feeling with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Well, he got kind of stiff in his later years.
It's
and
not
he
just
has
stiff.
robotic actions.
His face looks like it grew.
Like elongated?
At the age of 40, like from 40 to 50, his face elongated.
Well, it's
He's
not-
back into his younger self. Then.
No. It's the perceived vision of the facial hair. Okay, because that'll do that to people. Depending on how their structure and their cheek structure works, if they have a longer beard or if they have a shorter beard, like it can cause their face to distort, like look longer, look wider, like things like that.
I was asking if you had a cold
I
guy.
am live on air in Concrete, Washington.
Hello.
Hi.
Jeez.
Okay, hold up. I
Sneaks
thought
up
you were in
behind.
Australia.
I am.
But you just said you're live in concrete. How'd you get here so fast? Fred.
Well, it only takes an hour to set. Oh.
Huh?
Concrete. Never mind. It was a terribly timed
That's
joke.
quick read.
I get that, yeah.
Real concrete takes a lot longer.
Oh, probably.
Fred. I don't know, like, there's certain people in this world, and then, like, Kayla brought something up when she was watching that, the information about this. Could it also apply to aliens?
Is that why aliens creep people out? Because
Yeah.
they look human, but they're not.
That's actually in a lot of AUs. The Uncanny Valley with alien life. Because it is a humanoid life form, but it doesn't look like a human. So it freaks us out.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some that look enough not like a human that it doesn't.
Yes, like greys and the reptilians. There's a clear distinction in what's different. But if it's like something that's almost human, but the eyes are wider, the jaw is lower.
Okay, so I guess this
Well,
would be the
but
perfect example of
As
what
our, like, new addition to the studio video, Bergen points out, they're the same underneath.
But they've got big
Except
eyes.
if they have acid blood.
Wait, yeah, but, like,
no,
still bony.
but okay, so for instance, when you watch a show like Star Trek, okay, and you see the alien life on there, it doesn't really give you the creeps. Like, but every once in a while there'll be a character that kind of creeps you out, like Data. Okay,
Yeah.
because he's humanistic.
Data's an android.
Not. Yeah, exactly. Okay, but see, like with the aliens that you see on there, they're enough different that you can tell that they're a different species. So it's not like creepy, but he's creepy.
Yeah, there is. It's like seeing in fantasy humans and elves and dwarfs. You can see the clear distinction in the races. Because,
So it doesn't creep you out when you see a dwarf because it's a dwarf. But if you were to take that same features and put them onto a human-sized body, it would creep you out.
I don't actually think you're right on that. Because I think in the original run in the 60s, when some of the creatures from the original Star Trek series came out, people were creeped out by them because they were so close to humans, because they didn't do a lot with their
Cosmetics back then.
cosmetics.
Yeah.
Friend.
But I think some of the races were enough human that it didn't. Like,
Yes.
like if you look at like the original Klingon.
But a Gorn.
Okay, yeah.
The Gorn would have freaked people out.
Mm-hmm. But it was meant to.
Yes.
Because it's supposed to be a creepy species. Where like if you had a oh god, what are they? Vulcan. It didn't freak people out because the only major difference was the eyebrows and the ears. But other than that, they were humanoid. Do you know?
And the slight textural coloring of the skin. Of that green blood instead of human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when you looked at them for all intents and purposes, you thought humanoid. Like you thought that's a human with pointy ears. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but when you looked at like, oh god,
The tribble.
a tribble, you'd be like, oh, it's a little fuzzball. Look at that cute little guy.
Yes, but we have proven how creepy that can end up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the Furby.
Yeah, the Furby was
Mhm.
creepy, but that's because you
Gremlins.
that's because you took something like that and you gave it humanistic features.
And it also added another layer because you gave it the ability to talk and communicate. Like it would talk in the Furby language, then sometimes mimic the human language.
It would talk in English and it was creepy.
Yeah. There's also like some of the animatronics at Disneyland. Those like the Walt Disney animatronic. Some of those guys give off that uncanny valley.
It's a small world.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a small world. Freaks people out because they're stuck in that uncanny valley the entire ride.
Yep.
And the dolls do not stop moving
Mm-hmm.
at all, ever. So yeah.
Well, and I think that's why a lot of people are scared of dolls, too,
Mm.
because they look human, but they're not. Like their features are off. Their eyes are either too big or too small, or their like smile isn't right, or
And it also adds a layer because it doesn't move like a human normally would. It's why some people are so afraid of like contortionists, like Mom
Mhm.
is.
well, glitchy people.
Mom's
are,
not afraid. Mom's jealous.
I am jealous of contortionists. Holy crap! I wish that I could like flip myself inside out.
But
That'd
it's,
be
like,
cool.
Not a normal human movement.
It's not a natural movement. So I think that a lot of that Uncanny Valley has to do with natural movements too, because if you look at somebody that has like Bell's palsy or something of that nature, where they have facial distortions, where they can't smile properly or they can't, it gives you almost a creepy feeling too, because it's not a natural human movement.
and
It's like when you look at like psychopaths.
Well, but that's why, that's why I can tell that yours isn't honestly true fear from contortionists. It's jealousy. Is because you are so proud of your double jointed thumb.
Oh yeah, I love my double joints. It's
Friend.
not only my thumbs, it's my arms too. But
But you don't have the muscle retention
oh god no.
in order to do the contortion.
Oh god no.
And that bothers you.
I tried to do that contortion stuff like when I was younger. I did a lot of dancing and a lot of that kind of stuff, and I could never get certain moves because my muscles just were like, oh hell no, girl, you cannot do that. Like, so part of it, yeah, absolutely, is a jealousy movement because you're like, oh, I wish I could do that. How the fuck do they do that? You know?
Bran, I'm to the point now where I have a very unnatural gait when I walk.
You do have a very unnatural gait, but that's because half of you is unnatural. Like, you're...
Fuck you.
No, I just mean, like, your whole leg is, like, metal, so
And then the
therefore
other
you are
half, like,
going to have
is
an
all
unnatural gait.
Move down from the stroke.
No.
Yeah, that's all. It's all melting.
But I think that that's a lot of the reason that a lot of people fear people that have certain things like burn victims, or like people that have massive scarring, or
that are missing
a portion of their face or a portion of, because of that uncanny valley.
Yeah, because you know that a human is a normal person. Well,
Yeah, how do you
an
do
average
that?
human has
There
like
you go.
a nose and a decently perfect face, and then they're just missing that.
Well, it's why when we look at people, like, humans are supposed to be almost symmetrical. Okay, so when we look at somebody that has something like one side of their face has a lower eye, or one side of their face has a bigger nostril, or something like that, you focus in on that more because of the fact that it's not symmetrical. We're all about
maybe I've
symmetricality.
just been around it too much.
But also, humans always look for what is not symmetrical, because that's what identifies us as humans, because we are not perfect.
Yes, right. But that's why
for
when
yourself, me and Robert, we're perfect.
Wow.
But that's why when we think of the concept of beautiful people, or people that would be like a 10 out of 10, they're almost perfectly symmetrical.
Yes, but also Uncanny Valley also has a little jump, because once a human gets too symmetrical,
then it's creepy.
Scary.
Then it's too creepy.
Yeah,
because of the fact that they're not supposed to be that perfect.
Yeah, it's why some people are very...
A perfect example of that is the beautiful people of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Friend, where it was Emma
Stone?
Yeah. And then there's like 5 ladies that look almost exactly like her. And it caused problems.
Yeah.
And it actually caused problems for them because for a while there they couldn't get roles because they were too perfect for...
Yeah.
Like, they were too perfect for the role, like, for what they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened to guys, too.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. There's that fine line between humanity and ultra, like... okay, do you know what I... Like, there's a fine line between, like, the Uncanny Valley and, like which side of it you're on.
But also, on the perfect side, it's more jealousy than Uncanny Valley, because you don't really fear them. You're jealous.
Yeah, but there's a reason that it's a valley, because it peaks on each side.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Like, up to a point, up to one point, everything is fine. But then once it hits that point, it's not. But then once it hits the other side, up to a point, it's fine. But once it hits too much, it's not. So that's the whole reason of the valley portion of it. Because it's... Woo!
Yeah. And actually, I've heard a pretty cool... There's... A lot of people believe why the Uncanny Valley exists is a evolutionary thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the main, like, thought process everyone really has why it exists. Is that back in the day, we had all these other Homo sapiens, or human-like entities walking around that looked human, but weren't. That like had more hair, or their eyes were farther apart, jaws were different, and it just told us this is not our species. Get away from them.
Well, and then the problem is, over the last 10,000 years, we kind of broke away from the Uncanny Valley for a while.
Yeah.
Until about the 19th century. Because, depending on where you went, before then, the idea of beauty changed so much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it evolves with like every century.
Evolves with
But
time and space.
not just, also the area.
Yeah, the culture, like Japanese version of beauty compared to African is completely different.
Absolutely. But now, with the invention of the World Wide Web and global...
a global idea of beauty versus...
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, but that also makes more sense because humanity is more... it's not very much tribes and different civilizations. It's more of a communal world. And we're all slowly beginning to look like each other.
Well, this makes perfect sense because, you know, I'm so sexy because I have the symmetrical... No.
Well, but like... How do I put this? Until about the 19th century, we didn't strive for beauty the way we do now.
Yeah.
I won't say that that's 100% true because we did strive for beauty, but we also did a role reversal there. Okay? So there was a time period.
Notice I said like we do now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I blame the Kardashians.
Yeah. Like, it was people like that
we got
caused us
told
to...
what was beautiful and what wasn't. We weren't doing it for ourselves. We were told this is beauty. This is what we expect from beauty.
But in the 1800s, if you didn't have the, like, facial structure or the means to make yourself that way,
mm-hmm.
you had to accept it.
Well, also...
Now you can change it.
Yeah. Which is why plastic surgery freaks me out.
And it was very
because that person
different
isn't supposed to look like that.
back in the 1800s because there was a clear divide in class systems. Like the higher class only like bred with the higher class, and there were some outliers, but it was mainly that, and then the lower class, which were considered uglier back then, only bred with the lower class, and that was in mostly every culture.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays it intermingles because you can't really have the divide because it's so wrong in our society.
Well, the thing is we still have a classing system.
Yes.
No matter what, we're always going to have a classing system.
But it's
unfortunately,
not as-
that's the way human minds work.
It's not as defined.
Now, there is blurred lines in that classing system where there didn't used to be. You used to... royalty only got together with royalty. Like,
Yes.
it was that kind of a thing.
But it is easier for someone that was born with a dirt spoon to become a golden spoon in our society than it was back in like the 1800s.
Yeah, because now a lot of that has to do with financials versus
Financial luck
actual look
and
or
less of-
bloodline.
Yeah.
Like, we don't go so much anymore off of bloodline. We still do to a certain extent,
Yeah.
but we don't go as much off of that as net profit, net value.
Yeah, and even the things that are even the areas that are focused on bloodline, they are forced to take in other people because they can.
Well, because we finally figured out that interbreeding within your own bloodline that much causes way more issues than if you were to bring in other people.
Yeah.
Cough, cough, King Charles.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, is that after years of interbreeding, because they wanted to keep the bloodlines pure, all it ended up doing was causing horrible defects in people because you can't do that.
Inbreeding.
Yes, exactly. Well, like, massive inbreeding causes all kinds of issues.
Oh yeah, that's where we get some of our genetic defects that are kind of common nowadays from interbreeding that like hundreds of years back in
Yeah.
our ancestry.
Hmm.
Like that's how we got blue eyes, and how we got other genetic defects or differences.
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
Blonde hair.
Like, there's a lot of it that had to do with classing systems and interbreeding back in the day
Yeah.
that we still carry over now.
Yes. It's just it's less.
It's less prominent anymore. Well, and that's why, like, if you actually, like, look at skin toning, okay, like, actual skin toning, there was
Bleaching.
a massive difference back then. Like, there's still a difference in skin tones, but we're getting to the point where we are all kind of, there's enough of every culture in people that we're starting to get almost the same skin tones. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, what?
Just wait till 4000s. We're all
Well, and
be
that's what
around
I'm
the same.
saying is that eventually, if we keep on a global scale,
I'm just saying.
I mean,
we'll all
then eventually we'll all be the same color.
Well, no, that's not even
No.
true still, because it depends on where you live, because that will also change, and then
That would mean the entire world would have the same climate.
Well, it's not so much, at that point it wouldn't even be so much about climate.
it would be about different worlds.
Because of the, well, yeah, I mean, if we're going to get into that, then we're
Yeah.
staying on Mars and shit, and
Because,
we're looking totally different.
yeah, because
But,
But he's red.
based on the predictions of how humans would look on Mars after a few generations, because of the level of gravity, we would get taller, we would get lankier, less fat.
we'd look like a gray alien.
No, we would.
Like, after centuries, yes.
Our
Red
skin
alien.
tone wouldn't really be gray. It would,
Red.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it'd have a red tinge to
Yeah.
It would blend in with the surroundings. But that also depend on how much we terraform it and how much we change the planet.
Hmm.
That's a whole other debacle.
But I mean, at this point, like, international travel is at such a height. Like, if we continuously are just moving all the time, then we're all going to be within the same climatary. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
but there are still going to be like big groups that are going to have certain traits. Or
Well,
certain-
yeah, because you have to, based
Yeah.
off of your geographical
Because-
location. But
Like in the African strips, we are still going to have darker skin tone there because
because
of the
it's
climate.
hotter. Yes.
And then around the Asian area, people are gonna look around the same. And then in North America, it's slowly gonna go
Mhm.
back to tanner skin because of the climate.
Hmm.
It's just where your family line sticks around.
But I mean, at the same time, like, if there's a climate bubble, okay, so that's the thing too, with like all of the mass polluting and everything else that we're doing to our fucking planet. Eventually, we're all gonna have. There's not gonna be as much of a climatary difference from one area to another if our ozone layer isn't.
Or it becomes the complete opposite, where
One
certain
area
parts
gets way different. Yeah.
and another area is the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like people living in Antarctica and people living in the Sahara.
Yeah, well, see, but the thing of that, too, is that's part of the whole evolutionary process, too. Because, like, we were nowhere near as hairy until we had to be because the Ice Age hit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, people were hairier than they were before because they had to be. So when the climate changes, it also changes our physical.
But that's also
That's a theory.
But that's also not true because in like hotter climates, sometimes we grow hair because it helps us cool
It helps
down.
us cool down. Yeah.
But the hair growth is just very different. It would be like the difference between the hair on a European
It's a finer hair.
rough
Yeah.
wilder dog breed and a Eastern
Yeah.
wilder.
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler.
No, totally. But see, that's what I'm saying, is that we do kind of morph to our surroundings as well.
It's like difference in dog breeds.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's true. It's kind of how it's horrible to say, but humans are kind of like we are
Bitches.
We are segregated into different dog breeds.
Okay, now wait, do we also have the Uncanny Valley with animals and stuff like that?
Yes. There is an Uncanny Valley for animals, too. Like, if we know what an animal looks like, seeing an animal that is... But it has to be very close to it with a huge difference, or we just consider it a different species.
Mm-hmm.
But there is an Uncanny Valley with certain dog breeds. Like, certain dog breeds that have very human-like eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it's called, but...
So it still boils down to us seeing humanity in it.
Yes.
So it's not like, okay, that's a pit bull, that's a wiener dog. Now that wiener dog has longer legs, so it freaks me out.
And we also have Uncanny Valleys with certain apes, because certain apes look too much like a human, but aren't. Like, there is an ape that is very rare in Eastern Asia.
Caesar.
No. It has a black face and has golden-like fur. And it is very rare to see because we almost killed it to extinction. But, it looks very much like a human. And it does sometimes give the Uncanny Valley. It makes me
I
photo of it.
know John's dog breed.
If you were a dog, what breed would you be?
He would be dog pool.
Oh.
That's absolutely you.
Nah, I'd be one of those dogs with the smushed up face that can't breathe right. That's like horribly in pain all the time.
Like a pug or something, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a pug.
You'd be a pug, and we'd call you Waffles.
Yeah.
Pancakes.
Cupcake.
Okay.
Cupcake.
Cupcake the pug.
No, I would be called like World Destroyer because I'm just
You're that awesome.
no, because I'm just a small dog that does nothing. And then you gotta have that beefed up dog called Cupcake.
Robert, what is Alien Earth?
It's the latest Aliens set from the original Alien. Like we had all the ones going into the future. Now this one's set earlier.
Yeah.
It's a prequel of the prequels.
Yeah,
So it's like the original Contact, like back in the day.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's before Ellen Ripley met up with the alien that sucked John Hurt's face for a while and then gave an egg.
Oh, okay.
So have you finished the first season?
Yeah.
So did we meet a xenomorph?
Oh hell yeah, and other aliens.
Okay.
Nice.
The Weyland Yutani lot had a scientific expedition ship out collecting them beforehand, so they knew that they were out there for planet PV 426 or whatever the hell its designation was.
Yeah.
And I believe the reason why xenomorphs don't have eyes is because of this little parasite thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the reason why xenomorphs don't have eyes is to combat that parasite, which it used to have a...
I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it.
Self-evolution.
Because that eye, it buries itself into a person's or animal's eye that's normally there, it sucks it out and implants itself in and takes over the body of the creature that's in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So once the first xenomorph evolved with eyes and came forth with that parasite, I believe the black goo evolved the xenomorph not to have eyes to get rid of the threat.
Oh,
It
well,
was
that
its
would make sense.
evolution.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, I like that. I like this series.
I might have to watch that.
It's
I
really
actually
good.
probably should watch that. I've been stuck on Stargate Atlantis. Like,
I'm still grinding
I've
House on the Prairie.
I've been watching I've been watching Stargate SG-1 just recently. I got the box set, so I got all 10 seasons.
We just
and up
watched
to
the
8.
first 5.
I watched Stargate SG-1, and then I was like, I watched a whole bunch of that, and then I was like, ooh, hey, I forgot, there's Stargate Atlantis, too. So now I've been binging on Stargate Atlantis, so.
And Universe, yeah.
I haven't gotten to the universe yet. I'm waiting until the Atlantis is over.
Now, I am waiting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ted Lasso should be coming out in the next couple months.
Oh, I like that show. It's funny.
Friend, so...
I'm waiting for the new Five Nights at Freddy's show movie.
Why?
Because it's gonna be good.
Why
That's
the
what you
first
said
one
about the
wasn't?
last one, and then
Yeah.
you were like, oh, that was
Hey.
terrible.
We don't need to bring up the past. They will fix it this time.
Will
Like
they?
did with every other prequel of every movie. It's always better than the first.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Okay, you are done. You're
Like Lion
finished.
King 2.
Yeah, totally. Or Home Alone.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Friend.
Yeah.
Land Before Time 27 was so much better than
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Honey, I
Okay.
Shrunk the Kids too.
So I got a weird question about like movies. Okay, does anybody notice as the prequels or sequels continue, they get to be more and more of a musical? With every one, they're more and more musical.
No.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I see musical films that get prequels, they become less and less of a musical.
Yeah, because they have to build up to it.
Yeah. I don't see
But-
the opposite.
I do. But I guess it's more with animated movies than it would be with like regular
Well,
live
that's-
action.
It's kind of like the deal with any animated movie. There has to be at least a few songs in it.
They're all musicals, for sure, but they get more and more musical and less storyline the further into sequels or prequels they get.
That's because that's where the money was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
On the DVD tracks. Woo!
No.
Like Fern Gully 2.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
The
like
actual sing-alongs.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, they actually brought out CDs where you could sing along. And they made DVDs that you could sing along, and it was karaoke style.
Well,
they
yeah,
made-
like
they
the
made
sing-along
pop-
Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to put at least a few songs in there for every movie, just so they could put out a CD with that. And so it'd be a
But-
catchy tune
but
that
it-
get stuck in your head.
But it took them so long to take it to put on Don't Get Hot and Flustered
But
onto a CD. It was on tape first. I got the tape. 50 odd years back? Yeah, 50 years.
it's because they're trying too hard, Kayla.
Tryhards.
No, because the first movie always has iconic songs
Uh-huh.
that they didn't really have to try that hard to make.
Yeah. Because there was
They
nothing
became
back
iconic
before
because
it.
it was the
Yeah.
first concept of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
with every
Yeah.
prequel, the only reason why they're still making it is just to get money. It's like the whole Marvel universe is becoming more and more sloppy, and they're just given a bigger budget because the studio producers see that if you just pour more
Because
money
the
into
first
it,
one made money and then
they'll
they
make
put more into it, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's why we don't have it.
That's not always true.
It's not always true, but it is
Why?
the status quo.
Because you will get directors that will come in and change the entire game.
Tim Burton.
Josh Whedon.
Changed the entire game.
It's starting
Yeah.
to change now, but like in the 2000s to 2020, that was basically every movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You were just throwing bigger and bigger budgets at the film, and it would just make more money.
Well, when you throw more special effects into anything, it typically makes more money. Like,
I would say from the 1990s.
Yeah.
But there are ones that defied that option. For
Yes.
example, Titanic.
Yes, there
Yeah.
are some.
Titanic actually ran on a very limited budget.
Yeah.
And the director of it tried to actually make the budget smaller
Yeah.
because he didn't want to make the movie. He didn't like the movie. He hated the fucking movie.
Then why the fuck did he direct the damn movie?
Because they promised him he could do his submarine shit afterwards.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
Because he wrote like 18 documentaries from submarines in that after that. Where he actually goes down in the sub.
So it was just getting through this to get to his end goal.
Yes.
So it was like, whatever. Leonardo, just hold on to that and say, I love you forever, and let go of the big door.
The same reason we've got, like, from Kevin Smith, we got Red State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or from Adam Sandler, we got Who Be Halloween.
Yeah.
Or,
because they had to.
Yes.
Because it was already
Ryan Reynolds, the
pre-scripted.
original
Yeah.
Deadpool. The X-Men's, the one where he covered his mouth and got laser
Yes.
eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had to do what they wanted first.
So he can make his.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only
See,
if you
I'm
make
just not a
second
Hollywood
Lantern
person, so I don't know these things.
That would make big bucks.
Huh?
Only if he made a second Green Lantern movie.
Ew.
I would have paid millions.
Probably. This is why you are not allowed to have a debit card.
This is the S4 Paranormal Bunker. And
And we support these claims.
we support everyone's opinion. Even though yours is wrong.
But we don't
still
have to
support
agree
you
with
in
it.
And I don't know, like, I will say our movies are getting to the point where they're falling into the Uncanny Valley.
Well, the main reason why the movies are so slowly just becoming more shitty is because no one's really coming up with new cinematic universes. Like, the whole Marvel effect kind of made everyone try and make a cinematic universe with any film, like how Toy Story became one, how the DC is trying to make one, and is currently doing that. How they tried to make a horror cinematic universe and all this other stuff because it just allowed to make sequels and make more money.
Yeah, but it worked.
It worked. It absolutely
The Conjuring
worked.
is
The
fact.
Conjuring,
like,
for
is
sure.
a proof of that.
Yes.
So is Sonic.
But it also makes almost every movie just repetitive and isn't giving us movies like back in the day, like the Atlantis movie, the Atlantis one, Road to Colorado, The Godfather, stuff like that.
Road to Colorado?
Yeah. The Golden City.
That's El Dorado.
Oh, El Dorado.
Colorado is
My bad.
okay. But yeah, maybe.
But it's just there's less creativity.
I don't know that there would be less creativity.
Well,
Okay, because this is the thing, is we still are coming up now. Original thought and original idea is there. It's just, how do I put that?
it's just we've seen most of.
Have we?
But see no, that's what I'm saying. The money isn't there, and that's
Yeah.
the problem. Is that we have amazing films that come out that are like indie movies, or that are personal. Oh, God, what is that word I'm looking for? The film festival movies, Sundance movies, different things like that. We have original idea, and we have original thought, and new ideas and new movies, but the money's not there.
Whoa. Okay. If you actually watch the Sundance Film Festival, over 90% of it is just regurgitated bullshit.
Yeah, there's
okay.
only a very few outliers that are good.
I'm just waiting for them to pull Darwin from DSV and put him into a movie of Echo.
And it's also because they're running out of award-winning books.
Well, okay. No, hold
because,
on.
Like that's
Hold on.
what they.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The problem is when people think they want brand new shit, they want brand new creativity. They don't think of what that actually takes.
It takes a lot.
Okay? But what a lot of these directors and writers have done, when you actually think about it, it's freaking amazing. For example, Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
The first film, he builds the Iron Man suit.
Yes.
And it takes an entire floor-level warehouse to actually make it. To actually make it so that it can attach to him. By the third movie, he's flying pieces of it to his body in the air.
Yes.
When did we ever imagine that before that?
Never. But the thing is, that was innovative for the time. But
Yeah.
now we've already seen that, and we are looking for something new.
Okay.
And then there was nanotech that he just pushes the thing on the chest and it evolves around him.
Which
Yeah.
they keep on reusing in the Marvel movies, which some people do not like.
What do you mean keep on reusing?
Well, almost every character in
Now has a
Marvel,
nanite suit.
Yes.
Well, yeah. If you all have like access to Tony Stark's money, why would you not let him build you a suit? That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, but
Why would they just show up? Okay, I'm just gonna show up in my sweatpants and my freaking little red mask.
yeah. But,
Okay, I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Friend.
but that's not interesting because, like, the Spider-Man movie,
Man.
some people did not like it because Spider-Man was not true to what he actually is in the comics.
That's not true. Just depends on which set of the comics you read, because now he's going back.
Yeah.
Now he is true to exactly what he was.
A broke college kid in a studio apartment.
No, he's no longer. He's not going to be in college.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't get in now.
Yeah.
No one knows who he is.
Uh-huh.
Now he just has to work at Daily Bugle.
Friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is exactly what he's supposed to be now. But like every one that they are bringing out, friend, I'll use an example from the newer age, but older age as well. The new Ghostbusters movies. Okay? Friend, did you ever imagine a seat coming out of the car as a sidecar seat that you could fire from when you watch the original Ghostbusters movies?
No.
That was pretty innovative, was it not?
Yes. Yes, it absolutely was.
Except for it wasn't. There was a concept of it in one of the cartoons.
Yeah, and there's also concepts of it
In the original, like the real Ghostbusters cartoon, Egon did build it, but it never left the station.
Right.
Okay.
This director took it and actually made it a thing.
Oh.
Like, they are innovating, but it's more nuanced. It's smaller things that they are trying to make come to life that we have thought of in the past, but never seen.
Yes, but most of the newer stuff isn't always good for the films.
That's a matter of opinion.
Yes, but a lot of it is popular opinion.
Yeah, but my favorite thing is unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Friend. And it's because most of the time, opinion is flawed.
But also, another thing to look at is movies are changing. Because we are no longer, we're no longer using cable TV. So we're not seeing as many ads for it because we're all...
That's not true.
Well, yeah. But it's
Now they're just on YouTube.
I see way more ads now for new movies and shit coming out. The problem is 90% of them aren't real.
Yes. Because,
I know that pisses me off so bad. When I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna be a myth! And then I'm like, oh, never mind. That's not happening.
Because there's so much content around that we don't actually see most of the movies that are coming out. And it also depends on the streaming service you use nowadays. Because, some people, we are never going to have a TV show like The Friends again, where everyone, like, around us is watching that show. Because, like, it's true. There were, like, millions of people.
Okay, so time the
Stranger
fuck out.
Things.
We got Stranger Things. We got Game of Thrones. We have The Walking Dead. Like, all of these things.
But that was all, like, 15 years ago.
What?
Was it?
Yeah, I think.
Dude, no, your timing
Wednesday.
is off. Wednesday is one that just came out that everybody watched.
Alien Earth.
Okay, maybe. But they aren't as popular as
Yet.
How I Met Your Mother.
Well,
Yet.
okay, whoa.
How I Met Your Mother was not popular on TV. It didn't have big ratings.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
It did afterwards.
It was a cult classic.
But that's the thing. Okay, so sitcoms is what you're talking about. And sitcoms are not in popularity right now. But
they
they'll
will be again.
recycle, and like 10, 15 years from now, sitcoms will be back in popularity, and the universal world of freaking
What's losing
DC
popularity
will be out.
right now?
Like,
Superheroes.
No. You're talking movies. When it comes to TV shows, emergency shows are starting to lose. They're starting to lose their popularity. But 2-3 years ago,
That was all
every show that you
and
watched was
they're
like
still
Chicago
on the
Fire.
back end. Like they're still running popular parts because you think of every Wednesday night on NBC is Chicago Wednesday.
Yeah, but what I'm mainly talking about is movies and TV shows are changing from how they used to be like 10 years ago.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
they
there's
are.
a reason for
Okay,
that.
but that's the thing. It's the same thing with like civilizations and everything else. Okay,
What the fuck is that?
Jesus Christ. We go through these periods. Okay, so we go through this period of time where this is the popular thing, and then it's not anymore. And then 10, 15, 20, 100 years from now, that comes back to being popular. It recycles.
Like we had the Disney princess phase, and then we had we're having the superhero phase with big movies, and we're gonna.
You had MacGyver and Magnum.
Yeah.
We also
Like
had
PIs.
They got redone.
Mm-hmm.
the horror
Yeah.
phase. We had it for a big while.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Well, and then we had the crime scene phase. Okay,
Yeah.
where like
Mhm.
every TV show that you watched was like Criminal Minds or CSI or NCSI or whatever.
And then we had the serial
Killer phase. Yes, but see that's the thing is that we'll go through these phases and then they'll die out and then we'll regurgitate them 10, 15, 100 years later. Like it just it's a giant cycle. It's the same thing with like fashion. If you notice, like especially women's fashion is a big one. Okay, but if you notice, we go through like sundresses are super popular. To nobody in the world wears a sundress. Okay, like the big one. Okay, would be flared pants.
Or moo-moo.
Okay,
Gods.
like we went through like the whole like part of the 70s, 60s, 70s where flared pants were this huge thing, and then we moved out of that to straight leg, and now we're moving back into the flared. Like
But
it's
here's
just
the
a
thing.
recycle of different things.
Ooh, it was. John's right.
Yeah.
The movies and TV shows are going through a change, but we are at the very, very beginning of that change.
Yes, I believe that movies and TV shows are gonna stop existing as how they are, and
No.
that
I do. I
believe
think
they
that
are.
Do you?
I think
Yes.
it's going to become a more interactive
Yes.
thing
Do you?
versus
You're gonna become-
yeah,
I don't.
you're going to become part of the movie versus
Yeah.
being
But
a
I think
spectator
actresses
of.
and actors will no longer be paid what they were.
Oh no, that's completely changing. It's gonna be robots, AIs,
It already is.
stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
Because, yeah,
Her
there's
name is Tilly Norwood.
Yeah.
We have an AI actress.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys hear about the AI senator for India?
What? No.
India has a AI senator. It's
Oh, that's
a
fucking
government official that is an artificial intelligence.
Is his name Skynet?
No, but that was cool. It looks like a lady. Has a name I cannot pronounce, but
Skynet is Starlink. Let's be honest here.
yeah.
If somebody's gonna take over, it's gonna be Elon Musk, and we're all gonna be dead because of him,
No,
because
I
of some weird Skynet
Honestly,
bullshit.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be one of those Audi princes. Because they have just so much oil money that they're...
An Audi prince, huh?
An Audi.
Not...
How about a Saudi Arabian
Yeah,
prince?
sorry.
Okay,
I keep mixing these up.
I didn't know car companies had princes.
Nigerian prince. Got his money giveaway.
You guys
He's
hear
an
about
Audi!
Yeah, you guys hear about that new Toyota prince?
Yeah, I heard that he's marrying Princess Hyundai.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Damn it, nobody knows what you mean.
Okay, maybe not. But one of the Saudi princes, I feel like one of them are going to end up ruling something. Well...
Like a joint? Like, what are you talking about?
No, like doing something like Skynet or something like that, but just less influential.
No, I think it's going to be an accident from a person that isn't even in power in any way, shape, or form. Okay? So, usually when something catastrophic like that happens, it's because of one person messing with something in like a lab or somewhere that you don't even know the person's name. You're never going to figure out where it started, whatever. But...
Mom's still stuck in superhero mode.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in superhero mode.
Trying to get gamma rays going.
Serious here is that most of the things that happen that are catastrophic to our planet aren't from somebody that's well known.
Like
They become well known like 100 years from them when we trace it back and we're like,
I don't know.
holy
Oppenheimer
shit,
was
that
pretty well
person.
known.
That. Okay.
No, but is that not true?
Yeah, I guess.
He was pretty well known for the time.
Well, so was Albert Einstein, and I mean, but
he was a genius.
That's debatable.
I'm just saying.
Do not start me on
equals
Albert
MC
Einstein.
squared.
I'm gonna like have a
made
fucking.
Friend, like...
But, no, media and just how we are, like video games, TV shows, entertainment. Most of that is changing, but just very slowly. Like, we are going a bit more into the virtual with games, but we are still with consoles and all that. But it is slowly changing. We are just having a slow progression.
It's not as slow as you think, though.
No,
Because if you think about the fact that video games have only really been around
yeah.
for a very short period of time as far as human existence is concerned.
Well, that's also my own life. Like,
Yeah,
my
well,
timeline.
within your lifetime.
It seems
Because
slow
your
to me.
lifetime has had a huge technological
Jump.
upswing
Yeah,
versus, like...
like compared
Yeah.
to your guys'.
Well, actually, ours was even more of a technological upswing than yours was. Just because we went from not having cell phones, not having any of this stuff, to it being mainstream. Okay? We didn't have a computer in the house when we were kids. Like, it wasn't there. That wasn't part of our everyday.
But you're viewing it as personally. His was global.
Yeah, yes, I do
He's
understand
the cloud age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are all interlinked and on social media. All my generation is always on social media, always sharing their
And
life
yet
with
farther
each
apart
other.
than ever before.
Yes, absolutely. We are farther apart, but we are closer in other ways.
You're closer globally, you're further apart
Socially.
socially.
But it also depends on the group, because some groups are very close socially, but apart globally compared to others. Because, like, it's just different sections of my generation. Like, there's the VR kids. They are very close socially and very disconnected globally.
Yeah, but the problem is your generation has a bigger issue of having social trauma.
Yes.
Because
we grew
you can lie.
Well, not only that,
Fully.
but you...
Yeah.
Well, you could be a totally different person than you actually are, and no one would ever know.
Yes.
okay, so like I could say that I was 6 foot tall, 120 pounds, and I looked like some kind of supermodel, and nobody would even question it if your picture is that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
and it's also becoming a bigger problem because my generation grew up with like cell phones at the age of 6, and we didn't really have any restrictions on the access to that. Well, most of my generation didn't, because
even if you put restrictions on the access to that,
we would find a way around.
The parents, unfortunately, that would be my generation,
yeah.
doesn't know enough about it. Not all of us, but there's a lot of us that don't know enough about it to be like, how do I put parental blocks on this and not this? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
So you guys backdoored the shit out of those and found ways into things that we didn't even know existed,
like,
because what the fuck is that?
Yeah, like I personally know I have backdoored my ass through all types of Chrome websites to just play games on my computer at school. Like, I went through 5 backdoors and through a firewall just to play Minecraft.
But see, that's the thing, is that me, like, okay, and I'm taking this from my point of view, not from, like, Cole's point of view, where Cole is way more technologically advanced than I am as far as, like, computer systems and stuff like that.
But that's because I did the same thing when I was his age.
Yes, but see, I didn't, because I didn't grow up like that. Like, where you had access to those things, I didn't have access to those. So, for me, when one of my kids comes up and they're like, oh, hey, so I was just looking at this app and this, and I'm, like, already lost, because I'm like, how the fuck did that even show up on there? Where did that come from, and how do you get there?
Yeah.
Kayla, we had the same amount of access. I didn't have access at home. All my access was at school on school computers, same as you.
Yes, but
no, it was. Like, I learned how to hack on a Mac.
Yes, but that's also very different, Dad, because some of your generation saw computers and was very into it. That's more of the nerdy group.
Eat
a dick, bitch.
I'm just saying.
I gotta be honest. I was in, like...
it was the nerdy group that was into computers. The nerds. Some of them were jocks, but they were into computers and more nerdy and had that interest. Like, you liked Ghostbusters, you liked...
Well, okay, so that's
like
the
that.
thing, though, is that, like, okay, so I had the ability to go on and play, like,
I need to address something.
Okay, you can address.
Ghostbusters, just like Ninja Turtles, was a global phenomenon. There wasn't a kid my age that wasn't into that stuff.
That would be me.
No bullshit. Alex
was, but I wasn't.
You're a girl.
Okay, I get that,
sexist.
but no.
I knew a few girls that were on the Babylon 5 site on Yahoo, as well as the Buffy Vampire Slayer site. So
and as we became teenagers, it became more acceptable. But like as little kids,
there was a divide.
My Little Pony, Strawberry Shortcake.
Hey,
I never watched
My
that
Little
shit.
Pony has a
male
audience.
Okay,
Actually.
but
Yeah,
no, I guess
you're a bunch of sickos.
I guess the way that I'm trying to is I
Care Bears.
grew up
Care Bears
with the ability to see the technology, and I had the same opportunities that you had as far as technology, but it wasn't something that interests me at all.
Yeah.
You also weren't as much of a shit disturber.
No, I didn't. I was very much so more of that outdoors sports type kid. Like, I did a lot of,
Nerds,
like,
jocks.
dancing and that kind of stuff. Like, I didn't do...
Dancing? Nerd,
Yeah.
the jock, really?
No, but I mean, like, my idea of, like, your typical Saturday wasn't watching, like, Saturday morning cartoons and stuff. It was... You got up and you went outside and you made mud pies and shit. Like, we weren't... I wasn't
Way to
that
rub it in.
person...
I had to go to work. Thanks.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I wasn't that person that sat there in front of the TV all the time. In our household, we had one TV, and it was usually my grandparents were watching, like, Murder, She Wrote or something on it, and I wasn't I wasn't into any of that stuff, so I'd go outside and we'd do stuff like that.
But
Like
it's
we
also-
were not that those
your
people.
guys' generation, your parents had most of your generation had many kids because that was socially normal back then and you could afford it.
Okay, whoa.
Most of it was 2.
Most of
Yeah.
our generation was 2 kids. Most of the generation before us had more children than that.
No, the generation before us, most of them were 2. That was the average at that time. Our generation has more.
Okay, but you're also okay. So I have a skewed idea of generational gaps too, and this is something that I have figured out massively throughout the last few years. Is that the way that I came up, the way that I was raised, and the people that I was raised around were not from the generation before me. They were from the generation before that.
They weren't even from this planet.
Well, that's kind of how I was raised. I'm not really much like my generation. I have influence from them.
You have respect.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a bigger influence from the millennial generation, and
You lost respect.
yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that if you look at our family line, my family line, I was raised more like a boomer than a millennial.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
because of the fact that we were a multi-generational household, we did things that were not necessarily things that everybody was doing at that point. And there are certain things that I figured out like nobody my age really does, and it's something that's normal for me to do.
Well,
Like
You are an outlier, Kayla. You were not raised like a boomer. I'm sorry.
No, I'm like in between. Like that's the I'm a weird person.
You
I
are.
don't
Your
know.
family is not the average American family.
My family is absolutely not the average American family. Not by any means. Okay? We know how to do certain things that are like way freaking old, but we also have people in our... yes, it is really weird. Like, I'm just not... I don't fit into most categories of this is what this generation does versus that generation. Like, I'm all over the place. I'm either... like 2 generations back on this kind of stuff or a generation ahead on this kind of stuff. Like I'm everywhere.
But I did notice one big difference in generations. Your guys'
Millennial?
Gen X
Okay.
very much respects their grandparents and listens to their advice a lot more than my generation does because of the difference in culture nowadays. Because our generation is more technological compared to our grandparents, and we can't really get advice on the world because of the difference in the upbringing and how the world runs compared to how they grew up.
That's a little bit of bullshit.
But
Some of it.
Some of it,
You just,
yes.
but here's the problem. Your generation is not willing to take the time to actually think
Sit and listen.
of a way to accept that the information you're being given
Yes, that's
and
also-
convert it to what could work for you.
Yes, that's also true. My generation has a very much shorter attention span because we grew up with content that would instantly give us...
Not just attention span, though. It's work ethic as well.
Yes.
Oh, you definitely see
And
that in the labor
everything has
force.
to be now. Yeah.
Holy shit, do you see that in the labor force?
What was that, Robert?
I said everything has to be now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is very
Instant
much what
gratification.
my generation is. It's very much in the moment
Mm.
compared to looking ahead or looking back.
Well, the other thing
And-
that I've noticed about like financial gains and stuff as far as generational gaps is
Yep.
there's a lot of people in like my the millennial generation and above, okay,
Mm.
that believe in like instant gratification for your stuff. So
Yep.
they will do like if they're applying for a job, for instance, okay, they're not willing to do something that's like a starter job. They want to be a manager immediately. They want to be highest paid. They want
Uh-huh.
it like all of these things like right off the bat versus working through the system until you get there. Like, that's...
So we build up to it. Mm.
It's more of a... I don't know how to put that. It's like a... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's weird because it's like nobody's willing to take the beginning steps. Everybody wants to jump to the end.
They just can't skip. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also noticed one...
No, and that is me as far as like work stuff goes, absolutely. But
I noticed one
a lot of them don't have the intelligence or the thought process to be able to actually do that. So they'll expect to be able to get all of these higher paid things, all of this higher paid this, and they want to be level like 10, but they only have the abilities of level like 2.
See, that's why you can't get a job, John. You gotta quit applying for owner. Okay.
I applied for the lowest position and I'm still not getting hired.
It's because you're too young still.
Yes,
Nobody wants to hire minors anymore.
Yes, that's a very big thing.
Because you can't.
No, it is really, really hard to hire
insure
a
them.
minor and to get insurance for a minor. And there's a lot of things that somebody under the age of 18 isn't even allowed to touch or do.
And it's much harder for a male minor to get hired than a female because, well, just like in any fast food place, I don't have the looks. If you have... It's true. It is so true. Because if, like, there is a cute girl that's like the cashier that's minor, she will get hired over me because I do not have the looks.
Okay,
I actually got told that.
Okay, and now I will say, in certain industries, you are correct. Like, the ability for somebody to become a barista, for instance, you have less of a chance of becoming a barista than somebody that is your age that is female.
Yeah, that's because
Absolutely.
you look like shit in a bikini.
I know. But hey, I can pull it off.
A lot of tip-based jobs.
Yeah.
They aren't going to hire you in comparison
Topless
to
coffee and
somebody else.
barista, he'd fail. Yeah.
But I also noticed one thing.
Is that a thing where you are, Robert?
I've heard of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there are topless baristas.
It's
that they'll
huge
serve you
here.
coffee.
Yeah, it's big here.
I'm
The
sure it
bikini
is.
baristas and stuff.
Yeah, there's like 5 on the highway.
I
Like,
feel really
John's
bad.
grandma visited one.
Yeah, accidentally. Oh, that was fucking stupid. Okay, but I feel really bad for the bikini baristas, though, at the same time. Because honestly, okay, not only is it you're being subjective, but that, besides the point, it is cold as shit in Washington sometimes. And I could not imagine working and doing a full day of, like, serving and everything else in lingerie. You would be fucking freezing
Well, they usually only work
for
around
50% of the year.
noon. Don't ask why I know.
And, no, well, you're both wrong. Number one, friend, just like any place where they wear less clothing,
It's warmer temperatures.
they make that building warmer.
Well, I don't know, because some of those, like, bikini baristas, though, you got the wind chill from the window coming open and everything. I would
That
be
just
cold.
gets them more tips.
That's what I'm saying. Well, wrong kind of tip. But
Just saying.
I would be freezing. I would be freezing continuously.
Yeah.
Like, even when I'm, like, in the bag, like, lifting a whole bunch of stuff and moving around all the time, I have to have, like, a jacket or a hoodie on because I will fucking freeze. Okay?
But they have the coffee machines there working most of the time, so it's putting heat out.
Yeah, it's probably pretty warm.
Yeah,
in there.
like, honestly, I would be more worried about getting burnt.
Well, yeah, there's that too. It seems like it would be kind of a
Right,
safety
yeah.
hazard to be, like, frying something in a lingerie.
Well, because
like,
I've gone through a regular coffee stand where the girl actually got hit by the,
like the milk or something.
the frother.
Yeah,
Like she pulled the milk out too soon and the frother was still going.
And
Oh, okay.
So, or the steam thing?
A lot
Yeah.
of people are very clumsy when they get the coffee.
It
so
was
half the
slow.
time it spills on them.
Friend. Yeah, I've done that a few times, but that was because the lid didn't fit.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Friend, me and Mom went through one once where, like, I got a 24-ounce coffee and so did Mom. And she went to hand me Mom's coffee, and I went to grab the cup. and the lid came off and for like just popped right off, and the entire about half of it dripped down on my hand.
Yeah.
I handed Mom her coffee. I went to grab mine, and it did the exact same goddamn thing. I burnt my hand twice.
I do that anytime I go to like one of those gas station coffee places. Where's that machine?
Yeah, but that's your own goddamn fault. You put the lid on. Like.
Yeah, but I can't.
You can't range the flow?
No.
You're like, okay, I gotta fill this to a third of a cup, and then all of a sudden it explodes because you filled it more than a third of a cup.
Oh, yeah.
But there's one thing I very much like to do at any like coffee shop. I like to just give them a fake name that makes them say something just hilarious.
Like the videos that are already out there, yeah.
Yeah, all those videos. I can't go to the local Starbucks because they know me. Because I've done it too much. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Friend, I don't actually ever go into those type of coffee shops anymore.
Oh, I just go to it just to do that.
I got us good internet. Now I don't have to. Friend, since then I haven't had to.
Well, not only that, but your dad has always preferred just brewed coffee, like
and
black coffee.
I do not.
Coffee.
I'm gonna admit this because the statute of limitations is up since the last time I did it. But I used to pirate like 15 movies a day.
Yeah.
And that's where I would go to do it because I ain't sure as hell ain't doing that at my house.
No.
Friend.
Well, the internet cafes used to be way more than they aren't.
Oh, I don't think most places in America had the same type of internet cafes that I know we had in Canada.
Absolutely not.
And I know Australia had too.
Because when I went up there the first time and we were talking and you were like, oh, we'll just go to the internet cafe and we'll do this. Okay, my version of what I knew as an internet cafe was like your local Starbucks, you take your laptop and everything's cool. Like that kind of thing. When you walked into one of those, there's set computers, there's all this shit in there, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
A fully activated gaming computer, an Xbox, and a PlayStation. Hi, Cam.
Oh my god.
Friend, but, like, I know, like, Robert, do you know if those still exist in Australia?
Well, there are some little cafe type things like at the airports and bus terminals where you're travelling along the coast and stuff like that, but I haven't seen any for a little while.
Yeah, no.
Like when we went to Adelaide, there was nothing there. You had to bring your own stuff. They had the free Wi-Fi and stuff, but you had to bring your own computer and stuff.
This would have been like a full, like an underground bar type situation where you could buy drinks, you could buy, but not like alcoholic. You could buy like pops and different things, and then you could buy snacks and stuff. And they'd set you up at a computer station. You paid per hour.
Yep. That's where I started off in '94.
Yeah.
1994. Yeah.
So
like the game
I found out America never had that.
Not well, we did. We just didn't in this area.
They weren't even popular in places like New York and L.A.
Well, that's because everybody had their own shit.
Yeah.
Friend. Yeah.
Well, I know for my generation,
non-technologically advanced civilization.
What?
Pirating is very different how we see it and how we do it compared to how you guys do.
Well, you don't have to
That's because you never had to struggle with fucking LimeWire, you freaking piece of crap.
Actually, it's so easy nowadays. There are thousands of websites. I can easily just put a VPN on, turn my place to I'm in Singapore, and just watch like One Piece for free.
Okay, so this is where I'm stupid because I don't even know what a fucking VPN is.
You're watching it. We didn't watch them there.
Yeah.
You had to download them, take it home, and then watch there.
Yeah, and you had to have them on an external thumb drive or on an external floppy disk,
burn it.
depending on.
But it's also not as big of an issue anymore, John, because they all have protections against that, where they get paid even from those sites.
Yes, and actually, if you look at the stats nowadays, it's actually becoming more and more popular to pirate than to buy streaming services.
Yeah.
It's starting to go back up.
Well, that's because people are poor.
Yeah, that too.
Like, You just can't afford, like, okay, so back in the day, like, with us, like, you got cable TV, okay? And it was for one price a month. You paid like $100 and whatever dollars, and you got cable TV. And it came with all of these different channels and everything. Now, each of them are cheaper. Like, if you were to just do Netflix, or if you were to just do, like, Paramount or something like that.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's like $15, $20 a month. But you want to be able to do Paramount and Netflix and Hulu. And so, in the end, you actually end up paying like $200 fucking dollars a month for your streaming services.
Yeah.
But they might be 10, 15 at a time. But it ends up just cycling to
sitting here saying she didn't grow up rich, and they had cable.
We didn't have cable until I was almost a fucking adult.
Yeah, you guys still had that black and white TV.
We had 3 fucking channels that you went kink, 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 and it was on an antenna.
Saying she wasn't rich, but she had 3 channels. We had 2, and it was either Hockey Night in Canada or Disney. Fran, those are your 2 choices.
Jesus Christ.
I never had to deal with that. I always had some
your own
VHS
screen.
And my own screen, some YouTube. It was pretty good.
Okay,
times.
so that's the other thing that I've noticed. Like, when I was growing up, like I said, we had one TV in our living room. And it was actually a rather small TV as far as, like, they go now. Like, there's no way we would have had, like, a 50-inch. It was, like, a 20 freaking inch or smaller
it was like an
TV that all of us sat there and watched. Like, that
Which
was
so
the thing.
makes me laugh because now, Grandma Fritz sits there and she bitches at me because her TV is only 85 inches. And
I
she's
wanted
like,
the
there's a
100
100-inch TV. Why won't I have that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, no, I mean, like, we had one TV. It was one of those big-ass box TVs. And the screen was, like, I think it was 20 inches, maybe. And it sat way on the other side of the living room. I don't even know how the fuck we saw that.
Dondy's old house?
The original one at Dondy's old house, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I threw in the garbage.
Yeah.
No, that was
From
like
the garage.
3 models up.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
Fran, it still had dials.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The one.
Okay, that was at least a 25.
Okay, but whatever that was, that was what we watched, and that was the only screen in the house. It wasn't like for instance, like every single person has their own personal TV that they can watch whenever, okay? Or they have a laptop, or they have a phone, or they have, you know what I mean? We didn't have access to that many screens. We had one, and it was whatever the eldest person in the room happened to be watching that you would watch.
What are you at?
22.
22?
Yeah,
Does
I
that
think-
include the 3 in the garage?
Nope. We're.
Yeah, I think we have about 35 screens.
25.
No,
If you're at 22, that'd be 25.
nope. I'm not counting. Does my Switch count?
Yes, because you can put Netflix on it.
Yeah. So it's around 30.
Yeah.
But if we're doing
That's
that,
insane, Robert. Don't you think? We have 30 screens in our house.
But I think it's even more. I think it's around 40 because of the tablets and old phones that are just sitting in the drawers.
Well, yeah, if you think about that,
I mean,
there's
ones we
6
use.
laptops right over there
Yeah.
that we don't use
But
anymore
like
because we upgraded.
half the screens we have, we don't use, like on a daily basis.
But I don't think that there's a room in this
I don't.
house
I have
that
everyone
doesn't
that I have,
its own
I
fucking
use.
screen.
Yeah, but you're a nerd.
Fran,
Like, if you were to see our dining room table, okay, you'd be like, what the fuck? Because Cole's sitting over here, and he's got 1, 2, 3, like, 4 screens
Yeah.
right now, and sound equipment, and a soundboard, and, like, all of this shit. We have, like, a studio set up, so...
Yeah, but you also have a computer. So
I have a
part of
computer
you. I have
here,
my
you have
phone,
your phone,
and we
you
have
usually have
microphones.
your laptop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like...
get out.
Hey,
What? That's going to be my studio when you move out.
I'm gonna be here till I'm like 28.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, yay.
After you turn 19, your rent goes up every day.
I don't believe that.
Every day until you're 28. You're going to be paying off all of our bills for
Which
it.
means by the time you're 28, we should be able to retire in like the French Alps.
And by the time I'm 21, the lung cancer will get to you guys.
Yeah, probably.
I'll get the house. I'll just.
Oh no, you're not getting the house.
I'll forge a will. Don't worry. I know how to sign your signature.
You're gonna get the property. You won't get the house.
I'll get it.
Because the last thing I'm doing is lighting a match.
As I'm going out.
Self cremation.
Oh god.
Oh, my goodness.
It's so much cheaper.
You would be panicking.
Don't forget to eat a whole heap of popcorn kernels.
I'm the one that went first, so Kayla's just sitting in the living room like, what the fuck did he do?
You're bringing the popcorn kernels? All right.
No, I said don't forget to eat a whole heap of popcorn kernels beforehand.
Right?
Oh, those poor marshmallows. Oh.
Oh.
We don't have to worry about the microwave.
The microwave is fine.
It literally sparks lightning.
It does not.
It does.
It literally does.
It does.
You guys are on drugs.
Okay.
Do you not hear the crackle?
You mean the same sound that every cheaper microwave makes?
And do you not
Yeah,
see
okay,
the blue little
but
marks
Just
going
because
everywhere?
you grew up with one that was like
Just because,
$300.
yes, and honestly,
Okay.
you were bougie microwave, and then after I blew that up, we went to like $40 Walmart microwave. Okay, so there's going to be a big difference between that microwave and the one that you are used to.
Yeah, but
Because we had the industrial steel ones
I've
before.
been using a cheap, like college-used microwave, and that one doesn't have the crackle.
How do you know it's cheap?
It's not
Or is
cheap.
it just old?
Well, it looks like it's from like 1940.
That's not the same thing.
That's not. Oh my god.
It has a crust of like different sauces.
That's
and
because
you
you,
know
guys
what?
are gross and don't clean your
That
shit.
one, you're probably also getting a full dose of radiation every time you use it, but
Oh, yeah, probably, but it adds flavor.
It adds that microwavy flavor
like,
to it. Oh,
you have
Jesus.
popcorn-
did you guys know that Elvis
Beautiful.
in Graceland bought one of the first commercial microwaves out there?
Yes. Actually,
And
I did know that.
that microwave actually does give off the same dose of radiation as an X-ray.
Oh my god.
Right?
That's
Oh.
so cool. Just give that to someone for their wedding.
Right.
Which model did you get? I got the Miri Kiri.
It's still there. Like, it's still in Graceland, supposedly.
Yeah, it is.
They haven't changed the kitchen.
I know way too much about Elvis. I'm sorry.
That's 'cause they're
from
Since my microfilm,
They're from the same planet.
I am not from the same planet as Elvis. Okay.
Sorry, twin planets.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm.
know you changed his name to Bob Joyce, right?
I am from the moon that surrounds Elvis's planet. Oh God.
Is that why you don't have the talent that he does?
Ah, we're all just
She's from
moony
the dark
extras.
side.
Yeah, only the people on the planet got the talent.
Uh-huh.
Ren.
It's
Sorry.
Like
Yeah.
it's like the
It's
lower
okay.
class.
We're just the leftovers that got like blasted into space. Yeah.
As Robert said, the dark side.
Uh-huh. The dark side of the forest moon. God.
Ren.
So wait a minute. I'm an Ewok.
No, Ewoks are too cool for you guys. More like
Short, chubby, and hairy. I'm totally an Ewok.
No,
Oh my
The
God.
hairy thing was the thing I was thinking of.
you guys are those little birds from that were
You'd be the
when
walkie-talkie.
he was old.
The Wookie Tokie?
The Wookie Tookie. Tookie Tookie. Oh.
Robert, that picture you put up weirds me out. No,
What,
the
the
Murder, She Wrote one.
Yeah, well, that's actually happening, apparently.
It is, but did you notice the writing on it? Who the
Magistrate
fuck
too.
is Tom Salente?
I don't know.
Because
That's
that's
definitely
Tom
Tom
Selleck.
Yeah,
And then
I don't know.
Jamie Lee Kearns.
Well, they
Yeah,
couldn't
good.
use their actual names because that's
Why? It's
copy-
real.
Mm,
Huh?
yeah,
It's real.
I don't know. That's just the
Oh.
one I found.
Jamie Lee Curtis admitted she is making Murder, She Wrote.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, damn.
Friend, she was actually quite proud to take on the role.
Exactly, yeah, she was.
2 TV.
Which I would be too, because that is an iconic role.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, you don't probably
Yeah,
know
I have
anything
no
about
idea
this.
what
Yeah.
this
And she even got the same outfit that Angela Lansbury was in for the advertising for it.
Yeah. Friend,
Like the blue check shirt.
it was a TV show in the 1970s, 1980s, where older lady actually solved crimes.
Oh.
Like
She
murders.
actually did them all. I've
Yeah.
got the shirt to prove it. She killed them all.
Yeah. Friend,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
well, then you can easily solve the murder.
not really. That would
Yeah,
actually make
it was
harder.
her.
That would really make it harder.
Well, you could just easily pinpoint it on someone else.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You have to do that. Like, cause think about it. She made this. This was a weekly show. You'd have to do that every week. You have to frame someone.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
No.
Yeah, just find a lonely family that's kind of struggling and just pin it on one of the parents.
It's a different person every time.
Yeah, just different families.
Friend.
One time it's the kid, one time it's the mom, one time it's the dad, one time it's the Nazi grandfather.
I don't think that would be as easy as you think. It'd honestly be able to be easier just to like commit murder, and
Like,
that's fucking hilarious.
maybe it was in the 1940s. I believe it was pretty easy to get away with murder back then.
In the
What?
1940s?
Like around that time period. Like the 1940s.
Well, 1888 was rather prosperous year for killers.
That's true.
Like, I feel like if I was back then and I wanted to kill a lot of people, I could easily hide my tracks.
It was
Mm.
easier in the 1500s.
Well, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Law required 2 or 3 witnesses.
Yeah, you just kill a ton of people. You just kill everyone in the town, and then you go to the next town. They never know.
What the hell is that? Oh, tuberculosis. Okay. Sorry.
Well, I guess if we're going to talk about murderers, that
Yeah, she found a place to get rid of you now, Cole. Yeah.
You're going to give me TV?
No,
That's fucked up.
Something came up on my phone that was talking about consumption, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I had to
it's
look it up, and I was like, oh, okay, it's tuberculosis. Okay. Jesus. Sorry, that was awkward. Typhoid Mary. God.
Friend,
Black Flag.
Oh.
that's making a comeback.
What, Typhoid Mary?
I'm sure it is.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. The Black Plague.
The Black Plague.
Black Plague is coming back.
Yeah, that makes sense. We keep fucking with shit in Antarctica.
I lived through one.
Yeah.
I lived through one pandemic.
Did you?
I can live through another.
Are you sure?
Are you sure you lived through it and this
Yeah.
isn't just an alternate reality with you
Or
being
a
on a...
simulation?
If it was an alternate reality or like simulation, I would have had like money by now.
No.
Not
No.
guaranteed.
Because you were on a ventilator in a hospital. You just don't realize it. So you're living in like a coma world.
Then I made a shitty world.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This also could be the afterlife.
Well, and that's what I was
That would
saying,
suck
okay?
So much.
Okay. So that's what I was saying is that, like,
This is
If
the
this
best as it
is-
gets.
a simulated reality, then I need whoever the fuck is my user to, like, get a better job because they need to put some money into
Like,
this
buy
reality.
some of the in-game currency.
Seriously, give
Gotta
me a
get
few new
some.
outfits, you know?
Buy a few skins.
Mm-hmm.
Upgrade my
Make
character.
your running time go faster.
I can't complain.
I will
I
complain
mean,
a lot.
my user did buy in-game currency, guys.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because I got $30,000, then $10,000.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, boom, in-game currency.
Bullshit.
Damn! You know what?
Do you
Your
know what
in-game
that
currency
proves?
is supporting our in-game
No, but do you know what that proves?
lives, though.
What did that prove?
I'm playable.
Great, you're the only playable character at the fucking table. We're all NPCs except for you. This is
bullshit.
your reality? Man, that sucks.
Couldn't you have, like, given me some better genes then?
Shut up or I'll make you a garlic farmer.
Ah,
Greg, the garlic farmer.
Oh Oh, great. We're playing Townsville now. Or Farmville. Or something.
We're in the Sims.
Honeywood.
Skycraft,
Honeywood.
yeah. Honeywood.
Oh my god.
No,
Friend.
we're in the Sims.
Okay, you know what
Whoa,
really fucking
what's
sucks
the
about
town of
that?
Hollywood?
I honestly do feel like I'm in The Sims because all I do is work and sleep.
I know for a fact we are not in The Sims.
Well, I haven't seen
Because-
drowning in pools.
After taking a crap, I
Well,
can
there
look
was
back
that
in the
one guy.
toilet.
Oh yeah.
After taking a crap, I can look back in the toilet, and it's not fuzzied out. I can see it.
Well, that's because this guy's rated R.
Fred.
Our version Sims. Oh,
Yeah.
that is not okay.
Yeah.
That would just be a giant sex platform. Like, let's be honest here.
Well, look at our world.
It's a giant sex
Yeah.
platform.
It's rated R Sims. You got the violence, you got the sex, you got all that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're actually living in, oh god, GTA
Yeah.
5. Okay.
And you think about it, me and Robert would be the only two playable characters.
Why is Robert a playable character?
He got an upgrade.
What is this bullshit? Why don't I get an upgrade?
It's not a good thing
Because
to get an upgrade. It hurts like hell.
Because I can go about running over prostitutes and not getting caught by the cops.
Yeah.
I'm just a prostitute that ran over. Okay.
I'm just the annoying kid you can't kill.
Just so YouTube knows, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You're the
I'm
sheep in Spyro?
John, you need to rephrase that because there is not a game out there where you can't. It's you're not supposed to kill.
Hey, I've been trying to get that one kid in Skyrim for years, and I can't.
You're just not very good at the modding then, are you?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Friend,
Ugh. I would actually like my player to become a hacker and just get me all of
Yeah,
these like
that would
random
Kind of cool. Like, just give me God mode for like a day.
right? That's what
I
I'm
can
saying.
change my world. I can make this beautiful. I can make this great again.
Wow.
really?
You
Yeah.
fucking went there.
Just replace the president. Give me some money. Make my family.
How do you know that hasn't happened yet?
Yeah, what if who's playing like Trump is in God mode right now?
Well, no, but here's the thing.
Okay.
About 5 weeks back, someone caught video of them throwing black garbage bags outside of the second story window of the White House.
Oh. Okay.
Why were they doing that?
It was the interns that didn't make the cut.
That was the week Trump went missing.
Wasn't he playing golf?
And then when he came back, at his first press conference, they addressed it, and they asked him about it, and he said, oh, they were just doing some
spring
restoration
cleaning.
in one of the rooms.
So they just killed his whole body and cloned him.
Oh
Brad.
my god.
Out of everyone, why would you clone him?
Hey, I think that there's a lot of people that we don't realize have been replaced.
Because he makes the best puppet.
Well, I feel like there's other, like, world leaders you could choose.
Well, why?
Well,
you don't
they had
think they
to-
have?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They
Well,
had such an influx of Doritos that they just had to make a person out of it. So
Oh, but you know, I don't know. Like, we could have had like several people replaced by like
Easily.
replicas and not even
Yeah.
thought about it or known
Well,
it.
Well,
Like,
yeah, that can easily happen to almost anyone because
mhm.
the only way we would really notice it is if we are, like, close family with them. And even that,
Mhm.
sometimes you don't notice because family changes all the time.
Well, and that's the
And
thing is
personality
that
changes.
people's personalities and people's lifestyles change on a regular basis. So if a person comes home and they look like that person, they act like that person, but there's like some little difference, it doesn't mean that that's not just a difference in that person. So to replace a person would actually be pretty freaking easy.
Yeah, all you just need
So
is
what
the memories.
Kayla's saying is, if you notice your spouse or significant other is acting weird, stab him.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't what you meant?
Jesus Christ.
If you're a little grumpy,
Kayla endorses this thought.
I am going to wake up with a knife in my chest. Jesus.
if your
Okay.
little
Maybe.
siblings are acting different, just stab them.
Hey, enough. No.
Okay.
But, no, but I mean, like, honestly, it would be pretty easy to replace somebody. Because and honestly, there's so many emotional issues that we have as a society that you could just blame it on the fact that they're going through something, or on the fact that they're depressed, or they have anxiety, or whatever. And you would never know that person
Wrong.
wasn't the person that they were.
There's one thing they can't figure out.
What's that?
Anytime they've cloned skin from a hand,
Mm-hmm.
the fingerprint's not the same.
Okay, but I mean, on a regular basis, how many people are checking your fucking fingerprint? Like,
Well, I've been fingerprinted a lot. I don't know about you.
I
Well,
have
that
not
just means you have to
been.
make clones. That's
We're
the
in-
last time you got fingerprinted.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is that, like, honestly, well, the only way that, like, I guess the identification to get into, like, your cell phone or your whatever, you wouldn't be able to do
Yeah,
if...
half the
You got to think half of our.
But half
well,
of the
but-
time
no,
that
but
shit
even
doesn't work anyway.
Without that, anyone who volunteers with their kid's school in America gets fingerprinted.
Well, yeah. They have to do a criminal background check on you for a lot of different shit. Actually, I was fingerprinted not that long ago.
Yeah.
Remember? We went down to that
But-
thing.
Also, it is, you can't change your fingerprint. Like, I know there are,
But there's certain markers that don't change.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's the thing, is that, like, that's why somebody that committed a crime in, like, 1970 can be still caught on, like, fingerprints
but also,
now.
some people do have identical fingerprints.
Well, identical. And who?
There are a few cases where people have identical fingerprints.
No.
It's like
No.
the theory that every snowflake is,
You need to show proof of that. 'cause
There
I don't
is
think
no
so.
proof of that. People don't have identical fingerprints. That is, like, your tongue print. Okay, this is fucking weird, but your tongue print and your fingerprint are solely yours.
Not true.
Let's just put a bad image in my head. Like if you had to then lick your telephone to access it, imagine all the germs on there.
I found a
Ew.
cow that has the same tongue print as me.
Well, that reminds me of that fucking movie that we just watched, that Happy Gilmore 2 or whatever, where it was his breath ID. They let him into that.
What's up?
Yeah, people, yeah, you couldn't find information on that, could you?
I gotta actually look.
Like, you'd probably find a conspiracy theory about it.
Yeah.
Now, to be perfectly honest, though, if you were to clone somebody, would they not have identical fingerprints?
They're saying no.
They're saying no. So no matter what, your
Well,
fingerprints are going to
Cloning
be...
scientists are saying that markers are missing because they have cloned skin from fingers.
Oh, okay. So fingerprints would change.
Certain markers change based on the clone.
Well, I do know one thing. When they cloned the sheep, the iris in the
Solid.
sheep, it changed slightly. Like, there's different markers in the iris.
Well, I mean, I guess there would have to be, like, if you believe in the construct of, like, a soul, there would have to be, because
Well, it's,
that's not the same person.
it's not
Like,
really,
even if it's a clone of the person, it's not the same person. Because their
Yeah.
thought processes and everything would be solely
From that
theirs.
point on.
Well, even with that, if a clone is born, lives its life, depending on how it lives, some things in its body is going to change because of the way it lived. And if you're
Or
cloning
because
it,
of the region that it lived in, or
how it
the
developed
experiences.
in the womb can drastically change how their fingerprint is, how their iris is. Like
Footprint.
Footprint, yeah.
Like if your mother drank wine on the 13th day of when
He's
you're
using my
growing,
heart
that
gas
can
pump.
deeply
Big
change
gas
how you
pump into his
develop
and
Yeah.
it's a
compared to how you grew
he gets
inside
out of
like
his
a
police
test
car
tube.
and he pulls his gun on the guy trying to pump gas. The poor gas pump guy has no idea what's
Robert, what are
going
you
on.
listening
Yeah.
to?
What? Yeah, but yeah, I guess like
Like
But see, that's the thing is about like cloning and stuff. Even if you have so if you could clone somebody and give them your identical like thoughts up to the point where you clone that person, then from that point on, you and that cloned person will have different experiences that lead to different thought processes that lead to you completely living different lifestyles. Like, even if you had exactly the same experiences up to that point, from that branch off point, you would be living your own version of that reality.
And one thing deeply changes because at that branch off point,
Mm-hmm.
one of the people, if they had the exact same memories,
Yeah.
one of them would know they are the clone, and
Well-
that would drastically harm their mental health. Like-
Yes and no, because it
Well-
depends.
Have you any clone movie, like even if you take like the TV show The Invincible,
Yeah.
there are two supervillains that are
Well, at some
clones.
point, they would figure out that they were the clone.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
because
whole-
that's you have to, because
and then the other one is therefore superior than the clone version because he is original and the clone is not. So the clone would then kill the original to take over that place.
well, not necessarily, because they could also just live their life in a different area.
You need to watch Eraser.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Got one word for you. Got one word for you, Kayla. Come Treya.
Come Treya.
Come Trilea.
Come Treya.
Come Trilea.
Mm. SG1 when they were cloned.
Yeah.
but like I feel like even because it's
Good afternoon.
how your body looks to yourself, if you were in a separate body, you would instantly be able to tell.
Well, no, you wouldn't necessarily.
Do I get a better body?
Because you could tell with the scars, with how your body feels.
Yeah,
If you had
but
the same exact, like, copied memory, you would
Yeah.
know where every single scar is. You would know how your body functions.
well, and that's the other thing that people don't think about when they talk about cloning. Okay, so if you were taking a piece of me and you were cloning me, okay, then that cloned version would have stuff that hadn't gone through the same things.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, so for instance, I smoke, but my clone would have never, up until that point.
But you know the...
It would still have the damage.
But it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
Why would it?
Why? Because okay, when they clone you, they're not cloning you from a newborn. That's not the point of it. They are cloning your body to be exactly as it is. You would
right
still
at
have
that
scars and everything because the nerve endings near the scar is dead.
Okay,
So it would identify those dead cells and make them again.
okay, but here's the issue. Now, so if I were to clone, like, you, for instance, okay? Now, you've had a serious trauma to one of your legs, okay? Would that clone too? If you were to clone you now, or would you have a fully functional leg?
It would be clone. The clone would have the problems as well.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, because, like, okay, so,
Because you can't get it both ways. You guys got to think about this. Okay,
uh-huh,
my body went through significant trauma, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron James has went through extreme physical
Mm-hmm.
trauma in order to make his body what it is.
Okay.
So, if you want all the good things about the clone to happen, you still have to do that as well.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's my problem, though. Okay, so in a lot of sci-fi realms and everything like that, like they'll clone. So a person gets their arm chopped off in like a war or something. Okay, and they'll clone a new arm out of their existing cells, and then it doesn't do the rejection thing and everything else. Okay, like you see that all the time with like hearts and whatever piece of your body. Okay, so. But if you were to take that cells from me to create that, you're telling me it wouldn't make a new arm because of the fact that the arm is already gone?
Yes.
But
Even if it did make a new arm, you
Mhm.
wouldn't have control of it.
Okay, so
Because all the cells at the end of where yours is cut off are dead.
So in your idea of cloning, okay, then if you took the DNA off of somebody that was already dead,
They're dead.
then there would never be a way
And
to
here's the thing.
create
No,
that
and
person again.
They've thought of that in every sci-fi film and everything that they've done that with. Because they don't take the sample off them after they're dead. They have to give them the sample beforehand. That's why when they re-go an arm,
Yeah.
the sample's from before they lost the arm.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay, I kind of understand that.
But I feel like if you had a clone of yourself and it had the same memories that you did, I feel like you would be able to tell.
No, because John, every trauma that your bodies went through, your clone would have had too. If they're making it from directly that moment.
Okay, so like for instance, if somebody came into the house and they took you right now, okay, like you were asleep, so they came in, they drugged you and took you while you were asleep, okay, and replaced you with a clone,
With an exact clone.
An
Your
exact
eyes
clone.
would be just as
Okay.
bad.
So
even my hair would.
Yes, everything would be the same. So when you wake up as the clone in your bed, then the last memory that you have is going to sleep in your bed. So you'd wake up not knowing that you were a clone version of yourself.
But even then, I feel like I would be able to feel that I am not me. Because I would have the memory of what I ate last night, and I would be able to tell.
Well, okay, but see,
But here's
this
the
is the
thing.
problem. Is that's where they would just tell you were having an identity crisis. You're fine. Okay, because mental health issues are so pronounced that when you woke up and you go, wow, something feels off, if you went to a therapist or if you went to a doctor or anything like that, they'd tell you there was nothing wrong and that you were having a mental breakdown or an identity crisis or...
Well, but that's also different because of my perspective, because I personally don't believe in half of that.
Yeah.
Now, on that note, we do have to go. It is 12, won't you?
Oh, okay.
And just remember, John, you didn't figure it out the last time we did it to you, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I did.
Friend.
Or did it?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. It was a good show, and thank you, Robert.
Remember to like and subscribe.
No worries.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Hit that little dingy ding bell.
Okay.
Sorry.
Like and subscribe.
Let me get through this, guys.
Okay, sorry.
Friend, don't forget to check out on Saturday night. Nikki will be doing her live on Restore Belief with Nikki Jacobs. Don't forget to like and subscribe to her on Facebook. That's Restore Belief with Nikki Jacobs. She will be doing it at 10 p.m. Pacific Time, October 4th, 2025. So make sure you catch that this week and quit playing with Mom's dinosaur.
Right.
Friend.
Okay, that sounded fucking terrible. Okay, ooh.
Well, he's a terrible kid.
Not the mama.
Friend.
the mama.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. It's time for us to go back into the bunker. So, friend, have a great week.
Bye.
We
And
bunked
goodbye.
out.
Bye-bye.